Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4.
Hello everyone, welcome back to V Squad TV. That night felt different from the start. At Raymond James Stadium, tens of thousands of armies filled every seat, creating a sea of people pulsing with excitement. However, even before a single note was played, there was a certain aura that was hard to describe, as if everyone knew something extraordinary was about to happen. As the lights began to dim, the atmosphere turned tense. A thin mist began to fill the stage, and the roar of the crowd grew louder. Then, pyrotechnic explosions erupted, ripping through the darkness with dramatic light. And that's when BTS appeared. But among the 7 members, Kim Taehyung immediately stole the show. He strode onto the stage with such powerful charisma, it was as if he wasn't just a performer, but a king ascending to his throne. His performance that night was truly unmatched. His avant-garde outfit exuded a unique, artistic aura unlike any other. Every detail of his style felt thoughtful, from the cut of his clothes to the way he carried himself. The spotlights on the stage captured the lines of his face perfectly. Every aspect of Kim Taehyung's face looked like a living painting, reinforcing the nickname that quickly spread across social media, Stage Royalty V. And the nickname wasn't without reason. The way he moved on stage was smooth yet powerful. Every step felt like part of a grand choreography that the audience not only saw but also felt. His gaze, his facial expressions, even the slightest pauses in his movements, all had meaning. He wasn't just dancing or singing, he was telling a story through his body. The audience wasn't just cheering, they were transfixed. Many armies admitted they couldn't take their eyes off Kim Taehyung throughout the performance. Even when the camera shifted to another member, Taehyung's aura still filled the stage. That's the true power of a true performer. But of course, the night wasn't just Taehyung's. The other members also delivered incredible performances. Park Jimin delivered an equally stunning performance. Her sparkling black jacket reflected the light from each pyrotechnic explosion, creating a stunning visual effect. Her hair, tied in a ponytail, added an elegant touch that immediately became a topic of conversation among fans. Every time Park Jimin smiled at the audience, the cheers increased dramatically. He had the unique ability to connect the entire stadium with just one simple expression. But if Taehyung was the definition of grace, then Jungkook was the definition of pure energy. When the music started, Jungkook didn't just walk, he ran. With full speed and power, he crossed the expansive stage before leaping into the air with an explosive flourish. The moment instantly went viral. His leather jacket lifted with his leap, revealing tattoos that glowed under the stage lights. The audience instantly lost control, cheering as if Jungkook's energy were contagious throughout the stadium. But again, amidst it all, Kim Taehyung remained the emotional center of gravity of the night. He didn't need to run or jump high to command attention. His mere presence was enough to command the atmosphere. That's the difference between performing and owning the stage. Leader RM provided balance with his charismatic leadership. His deep voice echoed throughout the stadium, providing a solid foundation for the entire performance. Meanwhile, Jin stood out as a stunning visual, stealing fans' hearts with every smile. Sugar brought a relaxed yet sharp energy, creating an interesting contrast amidst the intensity of the stage. And J-Hope danced with blissful freedom, as if the stage were his home.
And if I make a mistake, it's called education.
But what truly made the night unforgettable was their synergy as a whole. OT7 wasn't just 7 talented individuals, they were one entity moving in perfect harmony. And amidst that harmony, Kim Taehyung stood as the emotional center that tied them all together. Then came the most touching moment. A sea of purple. Throughout the concert, ARMY held their army bombs aloft, creating waves of purple light that moved with the music. From the stage to the top seats, purple dominated everything. It wasn't just a sight, it was a feeling. Kim Taehyung smiled broadly at the sight. There was an emotional gleam in his eyes, something rare yet profound. He paused for a moment, as if wanting to preserve the moment in his memory forever. And in that moment, it all felt real. That the long journey of BTS and ARMY had brought them to this point, a night in Tampa that would be remembered forever. The concert wasn't just about the music. It wasn't just about the dancing. It was about connection. About how an artist like Kim Taehyung could touch the hearts of tens of thousands of people at once. And about how ARMY reciprocated with boundless love. The second night in Tampa had ended, but its impact would live on. Because legends never truly end. And that night, Kim Taehyung didn't just perform. He made history. The moment lingered even after the music stopped. As the roar of the crowd slowly subsided, Kim Taehyung stood for a moment on stage, gazing out at the sea of purple with an expression that was hard to describe, a mix of gratitude, emotion, and pride. He then slowly walked towards the edge of the stage. His every move was followed by thousands of pairs of eyes, eager to miss a single second. Even without the music, his presence was just as powerful. When the large camera focused on his face, the stadium erupted in cheers. Kim Taehyung only smiled faintly, but it was enough to make the entire ARMY feel personally connected. He waved casually, then bowed to the audience. The simple gesture felt so sincere, as if he truly wanted to express his gratitude to each and every individual in attendance that night. On the other side of the stage, the BTS members began to regroup. They exchanged glances, smiled, and chuckled, a warm moment that demonstrated the strength of their bond. But once again, Kim Taehyung's aura remained dominant. He wasn't just a part of the group, but also one of the emotional pillars that made every performance feel more profound. As the closing music began, Taehyung walked across the stage with light steps. He occasionally gestured to the audience, as if to ensure that every corner of the stadium felt his presence. Some fans were in tears, clutching their army bombs tightly. This moment was no longer just a concert. It was an emotional experience they would carry with them for the rest of their lives. On the big screen, a close-up of Kim Taehyung's face appeared again. This time, his expression was softer, more personal. He seemed to be truly savoring every last second on stage. And as the lights slowly dimmed for the final time, one thing became clear to everyone in Raymond James Stadium that night. They had just witnessed something that would never be repeated in the same way. Seconds before disappearing from view, he paused once more. He gazed out at the sea of AMY, took a deep breath, and then smiled warmly, a smile that felt deeply personal, as if meant for every single person there. It wasn't a typical stage smile, but a smile filled with meaning. In the stands, fans remained standing, many reluctant to leave their seats. Kim Taehyung's name continued to be called, echoing throughout the stadium even after the concert was over. It was a testament to the powerful impact he had left that night. Meanwhile, social media was immediately filled with video clips, photos, and emotional reactions from armies around the world. The phrase "Stage Royalty V" trended again, reinforcing the narrative that the night truly belonged to Taehyung in so many ways. And even after the lights went down and the stadium began to empty, the energy of BTS's performance, especially Taehyung's extraordinary presence, was still alive in the hearts of everyone in attendance.
From the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot.